See, normally I use that to be able to have enough time to post everything on the Facebook groups and stuff. But my lazy ass decided I'm not going to copy the link until that thing started. So I didn't get that done. But welcome, guys.
Good job.
We're professionals. We got this. Welcome back to the ESB show. This one for Thursday, September 2nd. I got Detroit Lenny with me. Nick, still classes. Classes Tuesdays and Thursdays for Nick, so he won't be joining us again. And that will be for most of the semester, or all of the semester. So, right. I got Detroit Lenny with me. Lenny, do you want to say hi and everything while I share out everything?
Will you share us out? Come on, Tim, get your stuff together. I mean, it's early for me, not for you.
Oh, no.
Hey, guys, how's everybody doing? Good morning, LaToya. Are you ready for some college football? I am. Like, cashed on that UAB game last night, and I'm looking to cash some more on some college football. We got a few games to go over after we run through the MLB slate. Do you want to go MLB and then college football, Tim?
Yeah,
that's what I figured,
doing that. Right? That's how we normally do it. Baseball comes first, and then whatever else is afterwards.
So, there you have it. We're going to run through the small baseball slate today. What is there, like 6-7 games, I think?
I have 7 games of lines.
Yeah, so there you have it. So we have seven games for you we'll go run through, and then we'll go over a few college football games. UAB took the over. Oof, that didn't cash. You needed other team besides UAB to score. And that kind of didn't happen.
And that did not happen last night. But before we jump into the entire, I have like Twitter notifications going off like crazy. Throw my watch off to the side so I'm not feeling vibrations constantly. Because what will happen is every single time somebody likes or retweets one of our tweets, which I just threw out 4 tweets for all of our 4 pre-picked videos last night. And we have all those people, like, there's like the bots, because there's certain hashtags in it, they'll retweet everything. So I was getting like 12 notifications in a minute. But now, before we jump into everything, a little bit of a recap of yesterday. And overall, baseball was a break-even day. I think I made all of $5. I know, right? It wasn't a losing day for baseball. Seattle won 1-0. I had them plus 115 yesterday. I had the under in that Blue Jays Orioles game. Barely stayed under. It was a 10, ended 5-4. Beautiful there. Of course, the Rays had to disappoint. They lost. They couldn't get to that 10 games in a row. 2 straight innings in the 7th and 8th inning. They had a runner on second, no out. Both innings got him the 3rd. Both innings got thrown out at the plate. That sucks. They lost by 1. I had the under in the Tigers game. I think that's safe to say that one did not hit. And then
but the Tigers did win.
Yes, they did. And then I had we had the Dodgers run line instead of going back to the under yesterday, and 4-3 final in that one. So overall, it was a 2-2 day. Our best bet for MLB was in that Washington-Philadelphia game. It was the over, but it got postponed, so didn't get to cash that one. Didn't get to play that one. But and then, as you said, UAB took care of business yesterday. Easy there. No WNBA yesterday. There's 4 WNBA games today. I have 3 games up. Me and Nick have 3 games up on picks and parlays for that. So. Nice. No, you're good. I don't mind it. I was just throwing my watch off. Yeah, retweet them. I was just throwing my watch off to the side so my wrist wasn't vibrating.
Yeah.
But
I loved it. Basketball wasn't great yet, or baseball wasn't great to me yesterday. But and the Nerfy and the Dodgers game, I've been riding that the whole series. Knocked me out. Knocked me and I think there was 50 or so people left in last Woody standing, and it knocked out like 25 of us. So at least I went down with the ship. You know what I mean? I mean, it wasn't just me, but whatever.
It happens.
It happens.
Not gonna argue it.
Let's jump into some baseball.
Let's do it. We'll go ahead. By the way, I will say this card for baseball is ugly. I got like 2 plays from this one, and that's it. Just to let you guys know. But we'll go ahead and start off with the Philadelphia Phillies in Washington taking on the Nationals. Phillies minus 163 in this one, and a total of 8.5. Lenny, let's start off with you. See where you're going in this one.
I got there's a number we should scroll on the bottom there. 1-800-GAMBLER. I'm not.
Not quite.
Yeah. Not quite.
That's not my 1-800-GAMBLER game of the day, because there is this one that pops up.
The Pirates, Cubs. Yeah, I was just gonna say. That was fair enough. Yeah, I stayed off of this game though. I don't like either team. Not a big fan of them. I know Philly's trying to make a push and everything, and playing better as of late, but it ain't happening. Philly's not a good team. Washington's not a good team. I didn't want nothing to do with it. I wrote this game down, and then I looked, and I caught myself looking at it and said, nope, don't do this, Lenny. There are better bets out there. And so I just crossed it off. I didn't have the word written. Don't do it next to it. That's what I have written.
This line actually just popped up. Like, I typed up all the games. I finished typing up everything, and then this game popped up, so I just threw it in there. I didn't bet it. If anything, it might be a slight lean towards the over. The pitching matchup is Aaron Nola and Paulo Espino in this one. Got to keep in mind, Philly has won 5 straight games now. So they're on a little bit of a hot streak here. Granted, they've only done 6 out of their last 10. But looking at Philly, they've taken out Washington. 2 games against Washington, and then 3 games against Arizona. I'm not too impressed with that 5-game win streak at the moment. Granted, they are only 2 games back now of Atlanta. Atlanta got swept by the Dodgers, so that NL East is getting closer. Atlanta's leading, 2 games back for Philly, 5 games back for the Mets. So that's going to be a 3-team race going into the final part of the season. So that should be fun to watch, but I don't have anything from this game.
Fair enough.
We'll go on to Oakland Athletics in Detroit facing off against the Tigers. Tigers.
Tigers?
A's are a minus 175. Total of 9 in this game. This one is another one that I'm passing on. It's just, I've gone under 2 games in a row with these 2 teams, and I'm not doing it again. I am not. Now this game will be the game that finishes 3-1 and goes under. But I'm not betting it. I'm not betting it this time. We do get Frankie Montas taking on Matt Manning. Matt Manning he's definitely something promising for the future. Not yet. No. Frankie Montas has been hit or miss this year. 10-9 with a 3.66 ERA for him. If anything, it's a lean towards the under. And I guess you would have to lean a little bit towards Detroit just because of the value on that plus money. But Oakland's going. Oakland's not going for the sweep. Detroit won last night. I forgot about that.
Hey, whoa! Put some respect on our name, okay?
I stopped paying attention to that game after it was like 6-3 because I knew that one was a loser for me.
But then the best hitter in baseball in our generation got up and decided to jack some homers,
that they did. So
so
honestly, this one's if anything, it's a lean towards the under, slight lean towards the Detroit Tigers, but it passed for me in this one.
Fair enough. I have been on the under right along with you this whole series. It hasn't hit yet. So I'm going it's three strikes and I'm out. So I'm going under 9 on him again today. And Matt Manning he is the future, right along with Casey Mize. He's young but he's pitching fairly well as of late. He's not getting hammered. Let's put it that way. So I like him here. I probably like him more first 5. There's value I think you can get on Tigers, but my bet is the actual under, and I'm going under 9.
That's fine. Scroll over the chat real quick. Jeffrey Dean says, I see that you and Nick are on ECU. Gonna disagree. App State will cover. I'll go over all those numbers, because I have numbers to back up my play. We'll go over that when we get to college football. Philadelphia and Oakland, if you're betting those got to be kind of like run lines, I guess, because Philly's minus 163 and minus 198 for Oakland. So, I mean, if you're willing to lay those money, you got to lay the run lines on those.
I like it actually exactly the opposite on that, because I think there's a lot of value. Like, you can get some plus monies
the
other way. Some I think it's an underdog kind of day, by the way.
Yeah, speaking of underdogs, next game up, we get the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the San Francisco Giants. Giants a minus 173 in this one, total of 7.5. The Milwaukee Brewers go for the sweep. Lenny, do they convert?
I have the Nerfy in this game, and I have San Francisco first 5 run line. I like San Francisco here. I don't think they really get the sweep. Logan Webb's on the mound. He's 8-3 with a 2.6 ERA. The pitching advantage, I think, goes to him over Eric Lawler, who's 4-5 and a 3.61 ERA. I like it. Anytime I see like a 7.5 for a total or 7, I immediately look towards that Nerfy, and I got it at minus 125. So it's not. That's like minus 125, minus 130 is where like me personally, my max juice will go for a Nerfy. So that's where I was at. So I went Nerfy, and I like San Francisco first 5 just because of the pitching matchup, and I think they have the advantage today on the mound.
Yeah, I'm cool with that, except for I'm on the other side. I think Milwaukee gets the job done. It's just we haven't seen much from San Francisco the past couple games to really make me want to back them. And also keep in mind, Logan Webb did get ruled he was supposed to pitch a couple days ago, right?
Yep.
Correct. And he got pulled because of a positive COVID test. I will say there's a little bit of a trend with the times that Logan Webb pitches. He has won 9 out of his last 10 games that he has started. The Giants have won 9 out of the last 10 games that he started, and they've gone under 9 out of the last 10 games that he started. But there's one tiny thing. That one loss was against the Milwaukee Brewers in San Francisco. In Milwaukee, but
so he's in a redemption spot.
No, I got Milwaukee plus 160 something, 159 to finish off the 4-game sweep against the Giants. It's just the fact that we have not seen anything from this Giants offense in this series or in the past little while. 5-2, 6-2, 3-1, 9-0. They're just not winning right now. They're not winning and they're not scoring. So leaning towards the under. I got Milwaukee to finish off the 4-game sweep today.
Fair enough.
Oakland, Detroit, under first 5. We don't mind it. No. What up, East Side and one half of the Earle twins? Let's get it. Let's cash it. Hit the like button.
Bang, bang, bang. Punch that like button. Hit the like button. And don't forget, share it to your friends. Like, listen, this is free information here. Don't you think they should have it too?
Yeah.
Come on. Give it to them.
You won $5. That when I was typing up, when I was doing my records last night in baseball, I was 2-2, and because I took some plus money, I was up $5 as well. So, yeah. Except for during game time decision, I did bet on the Angels, which did not work out. But I
went like 2-3 in baseball, and I think I was down like a half a unit at the end of the day.
Nothing
so
terrible.
I was just whatever. But I went on UAB, so I was good with that.
You have one WNBA play. I actually have 3 of them today. We'll go ahead and give you our best one, at least my favorite one, which will be the New York Liberty plus 11.5. There you go. That's one of our 3 WNBA plays for today.
Like it.
We'll go ahead and move on. We got 4 more baseball games. Short stream today in terms of baseball games. This one, the Boston Red Sox in Tampa taking on the Rays. Game 4 of the series. Tampa has taken the first 2 out of 3. Boston took last night's game. Tampa minus 159 in this one. Over under or a total of 7.5 in this game. Lenny, you got anything?
It's a pure, like, just because Tampa Bay's that good, I'm taking Tampa Bay first 5-run line. That's really it. I mean, you got Shane McCallahan on the mound for Tampa, Eduardo Rodriguez on the mound for Boston. The pitching advantage is going to go to Shane. He's got a 3.5 ERA. Eduardo's got a 5.1 ERA. So I know Boston won last night, right? But I like Tampa first 5 at least. I don't want to get into bullpens and all that. So I think they get the job done at least in the first 5. So I'll take them there.
Yep, I actually just added a play to my card, so now I have 3 plays. It feels like the past 2 weeks, I get up, I write Tampa Bay, and keep moving.
Yeah.
I grabbed them run line because I'm not grabbing them at the minus 153 that they're at. I know you said you don't like to mess with the bullpens. I don't mind messing with Tampa Bay's bullpen.
Tampa Bay's bullpen, yeah.
Yeah, because if we look at bullpen ERAs, number 2 in the league is the Tampa Bay Rays at a 3.18. Only bullpen that's currently better than Tampa Bay's is the San Francisco Giants at 3.16. And that is it. Tampa Bay, their hitting has been solid. The starting pitching has been solid. Their bullpen has been solid. I'm going Tampa Bay run line. I actually got it at a plus 128. So I do like that for today. Keep in mind, Tampa Bay has still won 9 out of their last 10 games. This team is still hot. Elite team in elite form. Bet Tampa Bay and move on.
Yes, 100%.
Now, this is the game that we've all been waiting for. 1-800-GAMBLER.
I don't want nothing to do with that.
Pittsburgh Pirates. Going from one Chicago to the next. They go up against the Cubbies today. Cubbies a minus 131 favorite in this one. 8.5 is your total. Are you getting involved in this 1-800-GAMBLER game?
I think it's great that the Pirates get to take an Uber from one stadium to the other, basically. One side of Chicago to the other. This team they actually might beat, but I don't want nothing to do with it. I don't want nothing to do with this game at all. I don't even like talking about it. It makes me feel dirty.
No, I understand. We get the star-studded pitching matchup of Mitch Keller taking on Keegan Thompson. Dude, there's so many spots on today's slate that...
It's a small card, but there's more value.
There's more value on pretty much every other game. Plus, there's some college football today, so don't worry about it as much.
That's right.
Baseball.
We're going to go over a couple games later.
Yeah, don't worry about this game. These two teams don't care. Guess what? Neither do we. Next!
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's no reason to talk about it. Next game, Cleveland Indians at Kansas City. This one's a pick'em. Last time I checked, it's slight lean towards Cleveland right now. Minus 107, minus 103. I'm going to keep it at pick'em because I'm not going to type it up. I'm too lazy. A total of 9 in this game. How about this one? Are we getting involved in this one?
Nope. I don't want nothing to do with this one either. I didn't like it. I don't really, it very much so for me. I don't, first of all, Indians, Kansas City, they're both in the Tigers division. I'm familiar with these teams, and this is not, it's not a marquee matchup like it once was a couple years ago. So I don't want nothing to do with two mediocre at best teams.
That's giving them a lot of credit.
Exactly. I'm just saying, at least Cleveland's over 500.
Yeah.
So I'll give them that, but I really don't want anything to do with them. I don't think there's a lot of value in this game at all. I mean, I don't even have to look at the pitchers. I just know that 9 is always a high number for me. 9s and 10s, I'm always looking at the under, but knowing both these teams, both these pitchers are probably not that great, so I just stay away. Like I'd have to be searching. The only people really betting on this game are the people from Cleveland and the people from Kansas City.
That, I mean, some people, if they read line movements and stuff like that, they could be like, "Oh, but there's a slight edge on Kansas City," or whatever. No, I'm not interested in this one. This will be our part 2 of our 1-800-GAMBLER. Yep. If anything, it might be a lean towards the over. Tristan McKenzie is pitching for Cleveland, 3-5, 4.83 ERA. Mike Minor for the Royals. I'm surprised that Mike Minor did not get traded during the trade deadline. 8-11 in a record with a 5.3 ERA. If anything, it's a slight lean towards the over, but I'm not interested in going after this one. This one's another 1-800-GAMBLER game for us. I'm staying off.
Fair enough.
There are no bad games, guys. Every game got its bet. Just gotta find it. Some people, but lay some Price is Right style music over that flashy 1-800-GAMBLER. It's perfect. I got you.
Yeah, we could probably do that. I don't know about the whole copyright thing and music and all that, but
I'm gonna get Nick on that. I'm gonna have him because I know like when we begin the show we have this.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I could have Nick make a 1-800-GAMBLER and we play
a little jingle.
Yeah,
a little catchy jingle we can dance to. But I respectfully disagree with Brandon. I think some games are just bad games, and there's no value. And if we're going to talk value, I'm going to move to a different game that I think I can find more value than trying to really, really search like that much and that hard to find value on the Pirates and the Cubs game when there's value in other places. I'd just rather do that. Like that, low-hanging fruit. I'm just trying to grab that low-hanging fruit. I'm not trying to climb the tree and go through all the branches and all the rotten fruit to get to the very top of that tree to get the one piece of fruit that looks good.
Yeah. Now, but I will say for our final baseball game, I do have a play on it. So does Lenny.
I do. Yeah.
Final game of the day, we get the Atlanta Braves going to Colorado, facing off against the Rockies. Atlanta minus 158 favorites in this one. Total is a little bit low at a 12.5.
I was surprised. Thought it would be 13.
Lenny, what are you looking at?
Sorry. In the great words of Sheldon Cooper, Bazinga. I'm taking under the 12.5. Everybody knows my rule. 10. I see 11s. I see 12s. On my app, I just hit under. And then I went and looked at the pitchers. And then I'm like, okay, maybe it is a bullpen game. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is Atlanta coming on strong, playoff baseball, blah, 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 beating up in Colorado, all that, ball flies, sails, whatever, higher elevation stuff. But I took the under 12.5, and I got plus 102. I know it's not a ton of plus money, but I will take it. I like it, under 12. 12.5.
I'm all over that as well. I got the under 12.5 on this one. You do get Chucky Toussaint facing off against Chichi Gonzalez. Chucky, 3-2, 3.6 ERA. Chichi, 3-6, a 6 ERA. But both teams have been heavy trending to the under. Atlanta 1-7-2 over/under record in their last 10. 4-5-1 for Colorado. And honestly, it's a lean towards Colorado as well. And the main reason behind that one, Atlanta has looked bad lately. Granted, they just got swept by the Dodgers. Can't really blame them for that. But this Colorado team is two different teams. It's home Colorado versus road Colorado. Home Colorado is one of the best teams in the freaking league.
Yeah.
Road Colorado looks like a college team. So they're at home.
And to your point, like the records stand by that. This isn't just, we like Colorado because they're at a spot in home. The records indicate they are one of the best teams at home, period. And the record also indicates they're one of the worst on the road. So, absolutely, Atlanta got beat up by them. I don't want to say beat up. They played a good series. I think every game ended by like 1 or 2 runs. So yeah, they weren't getting blown out or by any means. So they hung with the Dodgers, close games. But Colorado's just that much better at home. You know what I mean? So there's that.
And I do have some numbers to back that one up.
Yeah.
Colorado home record 43-22. That is the second best home record in the MLB, only behind the Dodgers and the White Sox.
Right.
But if you look at how profitable you would be, they are by far the most profitable team at home. You would be up 22.5 units. The next closest, is Seattle at 15
at
units.
Home. Yeah.
At home is
another team.
And then
another team that's way better at home, Seattle, than they are on the road. Terrible on the road, better at home. It is what it is. You know, it's been that way all year. We're almost done with the baseball season, basically. So we're not trying to reinvent the wheel here. I'm just trying to catch on. You know, I'm just trying to hitch my wagon to it.
Exactly. And Colorado, third best record on the at home and most profitable team at home. As for road, they are the second worst team on the road. Only team worse than them, Arizona Diamondbacks. Colorado.
I would have said Seattle.
18-49. No, Seattle is
on the road.
Seattle is 32-33 on the road. They're not bad, and they're profitable on the road.
They've been better as of late on the road. They weren't in the beginning of the season, but yeah. And to the point too, Colorado. If we lean Colorado, I think that also makes you lean to the under. Right? I mean, that's kind of like goes hand in hand. Colorado wins. I think it goes under. I don't think they score a ton of runs, but I think if you're going to get runs, you're going to get them from Atlanta because of Chichi, you know, and all that. So if you're going to get runs, you're going to get them from Atlanta. So if Atlanta wins, it's going to probably go over or something crazy like that, maybe. But if we're leaning Colorado, that trends to the under.
Yeah, yes and no. One thing that's fine, but one thing that I refuse to do if I'm gonna bet a game, if I like a total and a team, the only way I would bet both is if I'm betting an over and a team. I would never bet an under and a team because that has the possibility of losing. Because what happens if I lean Colorado and I lean the under, and all of a sudden late in game it's 7-5 Atlanta. Now I'm guaranteed a loser, maybe 2. So I don't bet those. If anything, my favorite bet for this one's gonna be the under, and I lean towards Colorado in this one as well.
Okay,
which this will be a 4-game series. Which if Colorado can take 3 out of 4, that could really help. That could really make that NL East.
That could really put a damper on Atlanta's plans for October baseball.
And you can see either Philadelphia or New York swooping because I know I'm a Mets fan and everything, but if Colorado takes 3 out of 4 from Atlanta, Mets the next week have 1 more against Washington, 1 more against Miami, 5 against Washington, and 3 against Miami again. This could be a series. That stretch could be a stretch where they win 8-9 games out of 12 or something, whatever it is.
Right.
And they could be right back up in the playoff spot or close to. And keep in mind, Mets and Atlanta face the last week of the year, which those will be huge series for that National League East.
Fair enough.
But let's go over to chat. I'm not saying you got to bet on it. I'm just saying sometimes alpha games get no attention from the books. You can find a good props hit. Yes, you can. Yes,
100% agree with that. 100%.
We just
sometimes
choose
some
not
get
to bet it because we don't know the motivations of the teams. Because, like that Pittsburgh Chicago game, both these two teams don't care. If anything,
yeah,
it might
neither
be
are
leaning
making
towards
none of them are making the
Pittsburgh.
playoffs.
Yeah, no,
They didn't get
it,
traded. They're
yeah.
stuck on these teams, and where's their motivation?
Going with the Rockies. Latoya's going with, I don't mind it.
Latoya, I like the way you
away
think.
teams over, as home teams protect leads and away teams seek insurance. I like that. I like that.
I like that angle all day. I didn't
that.
think of it like that, and I like that.
Well, that is all the baseball games for today. But luckily for you guys, we get 3 college football games. Before we jump into them, there was a little bit of a switch up. There was a Temple Rutgers game supposed to be today. Due to the hurricane, that one has been moved to Saturday. I noticed that this morning when A, Nick texted me, and B, my bet came back into my account. Because all of a sudden, that was gone and it was off the book. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. But yeah, that game will now be on Saturday, not today. But we'll go ahead. We got 3 games to look at. First one is, I like this one because I live in Greenville, so I'm an ECU person. But we get the East Carolina Pirates taking on against App State. This one in App State, and App is a 9.5 point favorite in this one. Lenny, where are you looking for this one?
I actually, I'm going to take the points here. I think this is going to be a dogfight, and possibly a little bit of a shootout. I kind of lean towards the over as well, but I'm no official play on that. But I'm going to take ECU and the points. I like it. It looks like, it's trending towards, I think it opened at 11 and a half. My site's reloading. So I think it opened at 11 and a half, and so now it's down to 9 and a half. I like the points here. I wish I would have grabbed them sooner. But I'm leaning ECU. I ain't got a lot to say about a lot of college football right now because it's week 1, and I don't know what you're going to get. All you hear is what you hear on all these TV channels, ESPN or whatever, and I take all of that with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? So I want to see him play like yesterday with UAB. I thought I took the minus the points. I thought they were going to win by 3 touchdowns. They ended up winning by 5 or something. I forget what the score was, but I knew that I liked the game. I liked that team. I've bet on that team before. ECU, I think I like where their head's at, and I like the plus points. So I grabbed them. I got them plus 10 even. So it's already dropped down a little bit more. If I was you guys, I'd take the points while you can, because I think even closer to game time, we might even get down to a 9.
It's already a 9 on my book.
See.
And the big thing with this one is, and I want to make sure, updated as of then. Let me check it. All right, updated as of then. Looking at some line movements for this one, and it's a little bit. The main reason I love looking at the line movements and seeing where the sharp money is, and that's where I like to go, because the sharps are going to be right more times than they're going to be wrong. And the sharp money for this one is on East Carolina. Because this one opened at an 11.5 and has moved all the way down to a 9. And 47% of the tickets are in on ECU. Meaning, a lot of the bigger value tickets is on ECU today. The fact that the line has moved down 2.5 points is insane, considering that App State's got most of the tickets on them, and it's gotten cheaper to back them. Big value on ECU, and I will say, I had this website up, and of course I exited out of it, because there was one page that I'd like to look at in terms of college football returning starters this year, and one of the top teams that returned a lot of starters was East Carolina. They're one of the youngest teams in college football. They returned 20 out of their 22 starters. They lost 1 on offense, 1 on defense. That is it. On the other side, with
Appalachian State.
App State. There we go. I gotta find their conference because I had them up and I don't remember.
Mountaineers.
Yeah, I'm trying to find where App State is.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I have no idea.
I
did see some trends here. I was just looking at on the website here.
Oh, I found it.
You know, with the over, ECU is 10-2 in the last 12 games as an underdog to the over.
And keep in mind, ECU's team is pretty much exactly the same as last year. But Appalachian State, they're part of the Sun Belt Conference. They're returning 17 of their starters, 7 on offense, 10 on defense. One key position they had to replace, though, was their quarterback. So ECU, definitely the value spot in this one. And that's where we're going in this game.
There you go.
Both of us. Next game we'll go after is USF, the University of Southern Florida, taking on NC State Wolfpack from the ACC. Wolfpack a 19-point favorite in this one, total of 19. And we're going back with the underdog, USF, plus the points. NC State did return 19 of their starters, which is fine. I don't mind it. It's whatever. USF returned 18 of their starters. They do have to replace their quarterback, but they do have a quarterback coming up that has gotten snaps and should be fine. And the big thing for this one is the amount of tickets that are on NC State. 80% of the tickets are on NC State. And they've only moved from an 18.5 to a 19 since the opening. And the reason why this is concerning is with 80% of the tickets, if the Sharps were on them, this would have moved to a 19.5, 20, maybe even 20.5. It's only moved half a point, which is telling me a lot of the Sharp money is on South Florida for today, plus the 19. So, I don't know the teams. I don't care about the teams. I don't care about the players. Line movement says that USF. Sharps say USF. Bet USF. Plus 19 for me.
I took the same way for the same reasons. I see a lot of money, a lot of tickets coming in here on NC State, but I think the sharp money is on Southern Florida. And so I took the points. I love the points in this matchup. I might even do like a crazy little teaser with, this and get even more points. Take it up like a 6-point teaser and go to like 25. And go on the other game, might take ECU plus 16. And that's do fun. A 2-team 6-point teaser. And just for insurance purposes kind of thing. And the next game we talk about, do that as well. But I like that kind of thing. I like the points in this matchup. I think both these teams, again, I think it's a dogfight. I think they trade touchdowns back and forth. Yep. Maybe NC State goes up by 10 at one point. And, Southern Florida needs a touchdown, not field goals type thing. And I just like the dogfight. And if it's going to be a dogfight, I'll take the points. I'll always take the points. So
especially when it's that much. And in week 1 when it's that much.
They still got a lot of feeling out to do. That quarterback from NC State's got to get comfortable with his receivers, stuff like that. All that stuff. I mean, this isn't. They haven't been playing for years together. Okay, nothing like that.
And honestly, in this game, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like 0-0 going into the second.
No, not opposed to that. Or 7-7.
And the longer that this game is tied and scoreless, it only benefits USF. So
yeah,
I do like USF in this game. Plus 19 against NC State.
Fair enough.
Here is where me and Lenny will end up differing. You get the Ohio State Buckeyes. Everybody's favorite team. They're currently, what are they, the 4th-ranked team in the country?
Yes.
4th-ranked team. Going up against Minnesota in Minnesota, a 14-point spread in this one. Lenny, I'll let you talk, and then I'll prove why you're wrong.
That's fair. I'm going to tell you why you should take Ohio State minus the points. It looks like it moved actually down to 13.5 is where I have it on my book right now. And I like that even better. But minus 14, I think it started at 14.5. So it moved a little bit down. Maybe I'm not 100% sure on that. That's more of a Tim area. See, I'm wrong. And but I like. Listen, Ohio State's going to contend for a national championship this year. They do. They're always a top 10 team. Minnesota's just not. I'm a Big Ten guy. Minnesota, listen, and their whole brown jug thing that they have, and they pass around, and that's their belt kind of thing that they compete for. I don't think it's I don't see them winning this game. I don't see them even coming close in this game. I see Ohio State rolling them. I mean, rolling them. They might score 60 on them by themselves. So I hate Ohio State. I can't stand it that I'm actually picking this. But money's money. And at the end of the day, I'm all about the dollar bill, y'all. So I'm going to sprinkle a little bit on Ohio State minus 14.
Yeah, and this is the thing, though.
Here's the thing.
And the line movement is saying Minnesota all the way. Keep in mind how public of a team Ohio State is, and the fact that it dropped to 13.5 on your book will solidify my findings.
Oh God!
79% of the tickets are on Ohio State for today, and the line has moved in Minnesota's favor. What is that telling you? All of the sharp money is on Minnesota. The public is deep-throating Ohio State, and they will the entire season.
Oh, yeah, they will, for sure.
Minnesota is 100% the play for this one. All the sharp money is on it. With only 21% of the tickets are on Minnesota, and it's moved from a 14 to a 13.5. It's moved into Minnesota's favor. I got them at plus 14. Minnesota is 100% the play on this one, and at least I beat a line movement. I'm happy with my play. Minnesota plus 14 today, and row the boat.
There you go.
I'm going with Minnesota plus 14 for our final game of the slate. You know what? Thumbs down me all you want. We'll end up.
We'll be talking about this later. We'll be arguing more about it on Game Time Decision.
Yes, we will. We'll be talking about this. This one starts at 8 o'clock. We will be mentioning this game on Game Time Decision and why everybody should be going after Minnesota. Because they'll probably be only a 13-point dog by the time we get there, because I'm feeling more money will be coming in.
I hope so. So I can put more on Ohio State.
No. But,
last time they played 2018, they won 30-14. That was 2018, though.
Yeah, that's 3 years ago. I'm not worried about it. But that is all the games for today. We managed to spread 10 games over 40 minutes. Good job. But before we jump into a recap of everything and then head on out for today, if you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Appreciate all the support. Check out Detroit Lenny at Detroit_Lenny on Twitter. You can find him and then me and Nick over at Picks and Parleys for Game Time Decisions today at 6. Along with me and Nick on Picks and Parleys for our premium plays. Little bit of a down day yesterday. 0-2 on baseball. We did get our UAB game right, but 0-2 on baseball with one push. And check out all the links in the description: Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, premium plays, all that stuff in the description. I know I speak quick with that. But speaking of Picks and Parleys, before we jump into our recap, Craig, always at 10 o'clock. Me and Nick for the ESB show will be also 10 o'clock. If it's me and Lenny, it's 11 o'clock, just to benefit him with his time, because he's joining us at 8 o'clock in the morning his time. So I appreciate the dedication, Lenny. I really do. And then
no problem. I'm happy to help. I am. I'm happy you guys asked me, and I jumped all over the opportunity to hang out with you guys. I always love it. So
that's awesome. And then Higgs, 12 o'clock. Allie with Morning Wood at
1:30.
1:30. Game Time Decision once again at 6. there'll probably be a total chaos tonight. I think Lenny is facing somebody. I'm not entirely sure.
Maybe. I'm not sure either.
I'm never sure on whether or not I do.
I don't know.
Chaos
she tells me when to show up, and I show up.
yeah. She tells me.
I'm lucky if she gives me the games ahead of time.
Yeah. I'll get it. The show's normally at 8:30. I'll get a text from her at 7:55. Hey, do you want to jump on Total Chaos tonight? Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
What are the games?
What are the games? Right.
All right. I'll be ready in 5.
Yeah. Give me 10 minutes.
And then I'll have a Counter-Strike show tonight as well. Already hit on my first bet of the day. Furia plus 128. Hit on that one. Feeling good.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, I hit. Well, I hit on the Furia play. Liquid was the one I gave you.
Oh yeah.
That one's at 2:00, but
okay.
Already hit on that. That will be anywhere from 7 to 9 o'clock tonight. We'll see. I know I did mine late last night, so it's sometime tonight. We'll figure it out. Keep notifications on for it.
Yep.
We will cash our tickets. Yes, we will. Great show.
Yes, we will.
Rock. Yes, he does.
I do.
I have the plus 14 as well. All day. But let's come into a recap, and then we'll head on out for today. I have the Milwaukee Brewers finishing off the sweep today against San Francisco. Wake up, choose Tampa Bay run line, Colorado and Atlanta under, and then for college football, ECU, Minnesota, and USF. Nick is on Milwaukee first 5, Detroit first 5, Tampa Bay first 5 run line, and he's on the same 3 college football games as I am. And then Lenny, I'll just read it because I have it here. Lenny likes the Oakland-Detroit game under. He likes the Nerfy in Milwaukee along with San Francisco first 5 run line. He likes Tampa Bay first 5 run line. The Atlanta under. And then for college football, he agrees with 2 of our plays, the ECU in South Florida. We differ on that Ohio State. He's got them minus 14 for today.
Marcos is going to give me trouble. Marcos is going to give me a hard time.
Now you know, East Side, us Michigan people, especially Detroit, don't go with OSU teams. Although you know they're rivals, but it's cool. You get the past 6 miles.
Yeah. So what he's saying is, us Detroit people, Michigan, we hate Ohio State. Like, it's just a rivalry. You know, it's a big rivalry.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm taking Ohio State, and he's calling me out on it. But, hey,
fair enough.
Dollar bill. Dollar bill.
That's going to finish it for today's stream. Want to thank you guys all for watching. We'll be back. Me and Nick will be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. All of our streams are pretty much going to be starting at 10 a.m. from now until after Super Bowl area, because there's a lot of sports to go over, and I'd rather start earlier so we don't dig into Higgs's stream, so that you guys can enjoy all that content. I don't mind going over Craig's as much because his is a 7-minute thing, and that's fine. He does this thing and he's done. So we're gonna be starting at 10 o'clock every single day besides Tuesdays and Thursdays, because that's when Lenny joins me, and I like to help him out a little bit and not go as early on those days. So.
You can go earlier if you really want.
No, because I'd rather keep it like this. We'll keep it like this because it's a little bit easier. But that's going to wrap it up for the stream. I want to thank you guys all for watching. And until next time, let's make some money. Let's cash some bets in some MLB and college football today. Good luck, guys.